Most dog lovers admire a big, fluffy, and friendly dog because if you wanted a smaller pet, maybe a cat or a hamster would be ideal. But we often overlook the tinier breeds that could potentially brighten up our lives. Today, we are specifically talking about the Yorkshire Terriers that were bred to hunt rats and other vermin. And now they might just be the most dolled-up dog breed out there. Here are 10 reasons you need a Yorkie to bring some joy into your life. Number 10. They're the perfect lapdogs. Right off the bat, let's address their tiny size. These bouncy little bundles of joy might be tiny, but their size is a big perk for all sorts of pet parents, including those who live in a shoebox apartment and just want some company. These little furballs are happy to play around in your living room or chase butterflies in a nearby cozy park. The best thing about these tiny pups is that you can tuck your Yorkie under your arm and take them on all your adventures. They're allowed inside most shops, subways, and even flights. And if you have mobility issues, they're light as a feather, making them easy to cuddle on your lap. Their small size means they have less energy to store, leading to shorter activities and an even more manageable schedule for all the busy bees out there. Number 9. Terriers have tiny bodies but big brains. These pint-sized pets are infamous lapdogs now, but that wasn't always the case. Back in the 19th century, these tough terriers had to bustle around mills and mines to kill all sorts of rodents they found. This meant that the terriers found clever ways to exterminate the sneaky rodents by squeezing them into small spaces. Luckily, their need to be smart and resourceful stuck with them, making Yorkies the quick-witted pups we know today. This is exactly what makes terriers quick learners. They can learn several hand sign commands and might even find out how to open the treat cabinet by themselves. A higher intelligence means they might get bored a lot, so make sure to nourish them mentally with puzzles, toys, activities, and playtime. You could also hide some kibble in a treat-dispensing toy and watch your Yorkie become a tiny detective and try to sniff out those delicious rewards. Number 8. They're hypoallergenic down to their fluffy core. Having to hold a puppy and immediately sneezing 17 times in a row is the worst feeling ever. Luckily, that won't ever happen to you with these tiny pups. Unlike most furry friends who leave a trail of dander wherever they go, Yorkies are known for being a hypoallergenic breed. When you look at their beautiful, luscious locks, that's not actually fur. Yorkies have hair, more like human hair than fur, and barely shed. This means way less dander floating around, making them a much better option for allergy sufferers. Now, hyperallergenic doesn't mean completely allergy-free. Everyone's allergies are different. Some pet owners might still react to a Yorkie's dander or saliva. But for many allergy sufferers, a Yorkie's low-shedding ways can mean a world of difference, letting them enjoy the love and companionship of a dog without the misery of sniffles and sneezes. So they're a good option for people with sensitive noses. Number 7. Easy, breezy grooming. Unlike cats who love to groom themselves and keep their coat all primed and pretty, dogs aren't a fan of self-care like that. And that's what scares most dog owners. But with these tiny terriers, you don't have to worry about grooming at all. Even though their long, luscious locks look hard to maintain, they're actually quite easy to groom. Like we said before, their fur is actually just hair, and that means there's no messy shedding involved, which is a huge perk for busy pet parents or those who don't have the time to use a lint roller on every piece of clothing they own. All you need to do is brush their coat to make sure it's not tangled, which will take you about 5 to 10 minutes. This will remove loose hair and keep their luxurious locks smooth and shiny. Since these dogs don't shed, they don't need a lot of baths either. Dogs already don't need a lot of baths, but you only need to wash a Yorkie every 1 to 3 months. Number 6. A therapist and a friend all in one. Pets are nature's antidepressants, but these dogs are something special. A lot of people tend to rely on their pets to help manage their stress, depression, and other medical conditions. Since terriers are naturally friendly and affectionate, they can really brighten up your mood. And it's not just that. The very first documented therapy dog was a Yorkie named Smokey. He was a war hero who served in World War II by boosting the morale of soldiers and even helping to find a wounded comrade. When the war ended, Smokey continued her work with veterans' hospitals and spread cheer everywhere she went. This is just the story of one little pup. Terriers have playful personalities, gentle natures, and an eagerness to make their owners happy, which is what makes them great therapy dogs. So, if you've been struggling to find the fun in life again, adopting a Yorkie might change your life for the better. Number 5. They're loud enough to alert the whole neighborhood. We already know these guys pack a punch in their tiny bodies, but what you don't know is that they also have big lungs. Yorkshire Terriers actually make great watchdogs or alarm systems because of how loud they can bark. As soon as they hear any suspicious sound, a stranger at the door, or even a squirrel daring to peek in the window, your Yorkie will surely let you know. Even though they might not be able to physically tackle intruders, their barks are a great distraction. It can alert you about something fishy going on, and even scare away anyone with ill intentions. In fact, there was an instance where a Yorkie bit a bear's paw so that his owner could escape the predator and drive to the hospital. It's clear that their size doesn't stop them from putting their lives on the line for their owners. Their loud bark, alertness, and surprising bravery make them fantastic watchdogs for any home. Number 4. Social enough to mingle with family and furry friends. Two pets with strong personalities don't really mingle well. Still, these Yorkies leave their attitude behind when they encounter another animal because they're just too eager to make friends. When it comes to Yorkies and little kids, they can easily become best of buds. However, Yorkies are quite fragile, and little kids can be quite rough. So make sure their playtime is always supervised, and kids are taught to use gentle hands. Just like with kids, Yorkies love to befriend other mutts, especially if they've been introduced at a young age. They don't discriminate between big or small dogs. Just make sure your bigger pets aren't too rough with these gentle souls. All in all, Yorkies can be trained to become sociable companions in all kinds of homes, since they thrive on attention and excitement. Make sure to train your family and pets the right way before putting your Yorkie in the same room as them. Number 3. Their tiny legs don't need much exercise. Ironically, small dogs tend to have a lot of energy and love running around, but that can overstimulate your Yorkie. It's true that all canines love being active and need some form of mental nourishment, such as exercise, but the truth is Yorkies need far less exercise than other breeds. These dogs love short walks around the block and playful romps in your living room to keep their muscles toned and their spirits high. Since they have little legs, they can't walk long distances, so make sure to walk them for a maximum of 20 minutes a day only. That's all they need for physical stimulation. This is exactly what makes them ideal for both city dwellers and suburb lovers. If you don't have a lot of space, you can just set up an indoor agility course with pillows, tunnels made from blankets, and chairs to jump over. Just keep these little pups busy and moving, and you won't have to deal with behavior issues. Number 2. They make great lifelong companions. Dogs are a long-term commitment, and this breed is no different. With the right love and care, these pups can live up to 11 to 15 years. And they're a little clingy, so they'll definitely be by your side for most of the day. They'll surely brighten up your day. However, every breed comes with its complications. Yorkies are generally prone to dental issues, kneecap problems, and even low blood sugar due to their small size. However, the most common complication these dogs face is getting injured from jumping off high surfaces. They're little creatures, and a mighty fall can easily injure them, so make sure to train them to avoid any unfortunate falls. Other than that, enjoy your Yorkie for as long as you can. Number 1. Doll them up all you like. Finally, we have the one reason that's enough to convince a Yorkshire Terrier: their fashion sense. These dogs are made to be dressed up. Their long, flowing locks give you an opportunity to style it in all the different ways you can't style your own hair. And it seems like Yorkies don't shy away from the spotlight. In fact, they often seem to adore the attention that comes with their fabulous fashion choices. Clearly, pet shops have recognized the demand for clothes in their size, making Yorkie outfits incredibly easy to find. Let's be honest, these pups can easily elevate your look as well. A Yorkie sitting in your Teflon bag is a sight everyone adores. They're the perfect pet and accessory. Not to mention how successful they end up in dog shows because of their beauty, intelligence, and big personalities. So if you're a big fan of dog shows, a Yorkie can be the perfect addition to your life. By now, you know everything about this endearing breed, but if you're still not really a dog person, that's fine too. We have an option for cat lovers and the best breeds for beginners for anyone who prefers felines more.